you know?
Well, I'm out.
You know,
I'll be down there at the bottom.
you're fireman.
Make sure everything's going. Yeah, but I'm an engine guy. Those truckies open up the roof to watch real men work.
That's one of those special ops teams.
Yeah. Those truckies open up the roof to watch real men work.
Hey, I was the other day on ECW. I saw somebody said something about the hazmat truck. But I thought, like, Cantonment, y'all are the unicorn of the county because y'all have all those different things and you have a hazmat. So explain the difference between your hazmat and this hazmat truck that somebody was telling me, saying has been out of service since last year.
All right. Our hazmat truck carries our instruments, personal protective equipment, the suits,
Yeah.
the monitoring equipment, things like that we need. The tools to repair a pipeline, a hole in a tanker, or something to that effect.
You know how to do the thumb thing, right?
That's the pinky thing now. Stuff's gotten really bad out there.
Oh, did you see my post the other day? I said methyl bad stuff.
Methyl death, yeah.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We have it's Station 6 by the Walmart, just south of it. It is just south of Walmart. It's the hazmat truck, which was a used truck from Okaloosa, so it's not a brand new truck. We had plans on the table years ago to have a brand new truck, but that got, of course, shot down by previous dais, just put it that way. Anyhow, so we got this used truck from Okaloosa, which has a few problems, a few issues. I mean, it's an old vehicle, but we made do with it. Well, now it's been out of service for quite some time, so we've had to rely on other means.
Watch out, there's a deputy backing up right up there.
We've had to watch or use other means to have this equipment. And now at Station 4, we have the trailer, which has what we call mass decontamination items in it, which big tents we can use to.
Now, if something happened at IP or do you have enough stuff? And would it just be for you guys being the first hazmat truck there, or I mean, do you have enough stuff to substantiate? Like we had that one blow up at IP,
right?
You know, I mean, what if you had something bigger than that? Would you be able to handle it?
Then the boss is calling. Hello.
I hear you talking about me.
Hey, Sean! Hey, your husband got mad at me and he took over driving my car. He said that I can't talk and drive at the same time.
I can't believe you even got in a car when I'm driving. I was just going to see how else was going.
Well, we gave Mr. Cheney up here in Walnut Hill. He's going to put some out. So we just had to deliver them. And we got to talking to him. Very smart man, very intelligent man, common sense man. It's hard to find that in an individual nowadays. Common sense and smarts, but he's got it. But anyhow,
I just ruined your life because Brian wants to move up there and he wants to be a cow farmer, and you're going to hear more about this for the next few days. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's always my dad. He's about ready to live on the land and shut everything down. He's everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you, baby, if you were going to have time to go by to be let him know before.
yeah, I'll swing by there and check on her. I imagine. vital part of protecting the Panhandle from an event that takes place, not just at fixed facilities. We've got 29, Highway 90, the interstate, and those three you do not understand, and the train, the train, railroad tracks,
and the rivers,
and the rivers. You don't understand how much commerce goes up and down that river on the train tracks. We have large barges of LNG, liquid natural gas, LPG, liquid petroleum, all this stuff, and hydrogen ammonia. People would flip out if they knew the amount of dangerous chemicals that are on the roads.
And that's the reason why I've always kept me a hazmat book in my car.
And that's why your hazmat team has to be on the ready. These companies have things
So
in place
this is like
to do
one of
that.
y'all's specialized teams.
Yes, just like
Well, I know, like at one time, Chuck was gonna join one that they had at the city, because like the city, I know they got a boat team, they got a high angle rescue team, and since I haven't been a dispatcher in years, I don't remember the rest of them now or whatever. But they would get like some kind of like additional extra pay. It's not like a raise or whatever. It was just something that was built
It's
in
an
because they
incentive
did.
to help people
So do you guys
want
have
to
that
join
for
those
being
things.
on these
We
teams?
do not. Now, Station 3 and 12, there are special ops teams. They're a light technical rescue team. They're not deployable, but like the bus accident that happened on Interstate 10.
Yeah.
They went down and rescued, I don't know how many people, with the ropes and the everything. It was a low angle rescue because it was below grade,
Right.
essentially. But we have the high
remember that.
capabilities, we have the low grade capabilities, we have confined space capabilities, we have trench capabilities, we have collapse capabilities, and all that stuff costs money. And that's just not to pad us or make us look good. We took this on as a department to better the community, to better Escambia County and the Panhandle, because no other department has this. But we don't have incentive pay for those things. They say our incentive
So
pay
it's just
is
like y'all are just
overtime
doing it for the
training,
goodness of your heart.
because we love it. It's something other than
So,
firefighting
but
that we like to do.
you're going to these extra classes because you have to maintain everything every year, and y'all have to like recertify and all this. Do y'all get an education incentive?
We have education leave, 72 hours annually. If you run over that, you have to take your annual leave or do a shift swap, God forbid, which saves the county millions of dollars.
Oh my God.
Somebody doesn't take leave, so you don't have to fill in overtime spots.
Yeah, well, it's great for you guys, and yes, I know, I understand the logistics of it
Oh,
all, but when the boys were little,
Yeah,
Chuck was gone like 4 straight days at the fire station because he had to pay back swaps
right,
and everything, and oh my God, and then he went back to farming because that's when he was doing the farming stuff.
right.
Dude, I had the kids for like 1.5 weeks straight, and it was like when they were like little, I wanted to pull my hair out.
And see, when we're deployable, they used to call on Escambia County. It's like the Panhandle, and from here to Jacksonville would count on Escambia County to send 2 or 3 engine companies, 6 or 8 ambulances to bolster the recovery for those people and to run their calls, because when you're hit with a hurricane, your local resources are completely taxed.
Yeah.
So they have to call on extra resources from the region, and that's what we were.
Hey, something I was thinking about the other day? Help me out with this and tell me if I'm right. The last major hurricane we had was Ivan, right? That was
Major, yeah.
That was 2004. I was answering the 911 calls during it, so I mean, yeah, the hurricane season is hard for me. I think I have some PTSD from that. But anyways, that was 2004. We haven't had a major hurricane since then. All the leadership in these different departments and stuff in the county has changed. Do we have anybody in emergency management? Because JD's fixing to retire, I think. Do we have anybody in emergency management who's actually gone through a critical hurricane?
I'm going to put this out there for Eric Gilmore. He was serving up in McDavid as a volunteer fireman when Ivan came through. And these guys up here,
putting the do in McDavid.
putting the do in McDavid. Putting the Mac Daddy in McDavid.
Yes! Putting a Mac Daddy in McDavid.
But, the north end of the county was hit as hard as the south end of the county.
Mm-hmm.
But these people up here took care of issues.
Yeah.
They were pretty much self-sustained, self-supported.
It's a different way of life the further north the 9 Mile Road you get.
Absolutely.
You don't sit there and you don't wait for somebody else you don't wait for the government or somebody to do that. There's a tree in the road, you get out there and you handle it.
Yep.
Your neighbors need this, you do that, you handle it.
Now let me just throw this in here right now too. When, which is this year is a good potential year, we have a hurricane come through and cause, let's just say
I'm deadly
a third
scared.
of the damage Ivan did.
2020's been horrible.
Your local fire department, your Escambia
we're
County
probably
fire
going to
department,
get a horrible hurricane because the way
probably
yours is going.
We are not prepared personnel-wise and manpower-wise leaving and people coming in to help us. Like when the I-10 bridge got destroyed, there was really no way in.
Oh yeah.
Resources to come in for Ivan. They had to go roundabout.
Yeah, because like from downtown and trying to get to Santa Rosa, you could only go down Quintet.
Right. We're going to need those resources in a bad. We're going to be in a bad way if we get a hurricane that hits us like Ivan did, or even 20% of what Ivan did.
Was Ivan a 5 or a 4?
Ivan was a 6.
No, but what did it really come out as?
I think it ended up being a 5. They went back and forth forever. I think they finally deemed it a 5. They've retired the name Ivan. Let's just put it that way.
Where were you at during Ivan?
Me? Oh boy, let me think. I was at Station 3 with about 20 other firemen, career and volunteer, which we had a water main break, and the generator we had was being held together with baling wire and bubble gum. So half the station worked. We had to take a bath after about 4 days. Sorry, Pastor Gordon. In the Monkey Point fountain, because we didn't have enough running water for everybody. So in the middle of the night, we just eased on over there and, cleaned up and bathed in the Marcus Point fountain. So.
Well, you see, Chuck was over at Station 3 on Summit. I'm in the basement, at the Sheriff's Department dispatching and stuff.
Yeah.
But because the Sheriff's Office and all the different people, they needed somewhere for their families to go, so they were in the offices and stuff. So we're down in the basement dispatching calls and stuff and everything. I got upset during the storm because EMS and County Fire had gotten to the point where they weren't dispatching anymore because it wasn't safe. And Chuck and his crew, because I knew because I'm in dispatch, we couldn't send them an ambulance, and they're stuck on scene working a cardiac arrest still, and nobody had told them that an ambulance wasn't coming.
Yeah.
I called Chuck on his cell phone. I was like, hey, y'all need to call the doctor. And I know some of that I shouldn't have done, but that still made me upset. That was my husband out there, Well,
you gotta
before, hold on.
regardless of
I gotta go to the bathroom like every 5 minutes, right?
Right.
I held out as long as I could. Before the storm had even hit, we lost all utilities in that building. Before the storm, they had porta potties on the back loading dock.
Yep.
I held out as long as I could. I went out there in the middle of the hurricane, and I'm sitting here in this porta potty like this, and it's just shaking and rocking and rolling. And I'm just like, dear Jesus, please don't let me die in the porta potty, please, dear Jesus. I just envisioned like being found with blue.
My luck, it'd fall face down on the door, and I'd be trapped and surrounded with that blue crap. That'd be me.
So that was the only funniest
Caro was a
thing.
Smurf. Oh yeah. Then when all his life looked like Veruca Salt or Willy Wonka.
This right here, the one up there at 196 Brown Park Road and 29, you used to have a merge lane. Now you don't have that merge lane. And the other day, me and Chuck were trying to pull out. You could not see nothing. There's cars coming. It was ridiculous. He's like, can you watch? And I was like, I can't, Chuck, because I feel like I'm fixing to get ran over, And
Right.
it was just, he's like, who did this? I was like, I think it might be part of the sector plan because they're putting in all the curbing and sidewalks and stuff. And up there is a concrete median. They put in a concrete median and took out the merge lane. So I've been pretty mad about that. And Chuck's like, well, who did that? I was like, I don't know. I'm doing research. I've done some public records requests, so I can just figure it out for myself because that's what I do.
Right.
But I'm just, you took out my freaking merge lane.
Well, the sector plan is good for, let's just say, metropolitan areas. The sector plan doesn't work everywhere in Escambia County.
We're the only one in the whole state of Florida that has a sector plan that we have.
Just like our fire districts, each fire district is unique. We have a thing that
I can't tell me it's the best because they got unicorns.
one of our fire chiefs uses. Talked about his tactical plans and stuff. We go from urban to suburban to rural in a heartbeat. I mean, you can drive 10 minutes and you can go from a neighborhood of.
Do you remember when there was
to farms?
a plane crashed over there off of Jack's Branch right by my house?
I seem to recall that.
Well, they brought
you say rural, you're thinking about out in Walnut Hill, Davisville, Burnville, and Enon, places like that.
The burn in
where
Burnville.
there's no
putting the
large
can
businesses
in
and stuff
Cantonment.
like that. So it is rural. People, they don't
Look
have
at
to go to the store.
The Owens and Walter signs have stayed up right there through everything, and every other sign that has been put around those two signs have fallen over from the wind or people, how they rub up on the curb.
Mm-hmm.
I have to point that out to Chuck every single day. I said, look, this Jonathan Owens guy and my signs, they seem to stand up against the test of time.
Well, they have stability.
But I was like, I need to just ride on this. She said, as a campaign thing. Yes, we are. We can weather the storms.
Weather the storm.
I only met that guy like once or twice.
Who's that?
He seems pretty decent, but you guys are supporting him.
Jonathan Owens?
Yeah.
He's alright. He's got nice hair.
He's always, the few times I've met him, he just, I don't know. He's just like, he's kind of preppy, but he's not. I just can't put my finger on what it is. It's just, he's just adorable little man.
He's just good people.
He is, and it's just, yeah. I really want to win this. I know. I really want to win this election, and then have Jonathan win, because I just want to be able to work with the guy. He seems pretty decent.
That's the difference in candidates like Jonathan and yourself, is that they're of the people and for the people. There's no downtown, and then there's no special interest. It's people who live here, grew up here, and who love to be here.
What's all that back there? Is that part of Beck's Lake?
That's a pit. No, that's a pit for Roads and Bridges. Roads Inc. Sorry, the dump pit, sand pit, whatever you want to call it.
I noticed that the other day, and I was trying to figure out what it was, but I didn't walk over there to look at it.
It's going to be probably one of the new county landfills.
Well, you know what? That's that like Beck's Lake Bluffs or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I've looked at that, and like it's a lot of state money going into it. And I mean, it looks like a good deal, but the biggest thing that bothers me is that road, and this road right here cannot handle all of the stuff that's supposed to be coming through there.
And that's the thing. We try to fix too many things at one time in this county.
Highway 29 is one of the main arteries, and it's a hurricane evacuation route. If a hurricane came right now, because it's like technically hurricane season, right?
Oh, it is.
And you have, can you think if it was something, I remember Aaron and Opal sitting on the interstate because everything was so backed up. And what if you had something like that right now with all this construction going on?
It'd take a major undertaking from the companies that are paving the roads to move all this stuff and make way to utilize every lane.
What if a tornado popped up right now?
We're done.
And all of those barrels and everything?
They go.
Yeah.
But and that's the funny thing. We take on too many projects at one time. We don't seem to finish one thing without starting another, creating a quagmire somewhere else. And there's got to be stipulations in these contracts that say, hey,
you
need to be done by this date.
And they need to be penalized if they're late.
Absolutely.
If I don't turn in my campaign reports on time, I have to pay $50 a day.
50.
So the other day when you were saying something, I was like, dude, I gotta go turn this in. I ain't got $50 to pay a day.
Right.
So if me as a candidate, they're gonna do that to me. How about the people who are working for the county? Why can't we do that to them as well?
Right. Well, and they should, because they've got the money to do that. And those and other contracts. PCC is probably the model to have that done. They have things built to their specifications.
Yes.
And a CO done by a certain date, and they pay this company X amount of dollars to get that done. And that company knows
and that place is 100% self-sufficient on themselves.
Oh, buddy, they got their own printing place. They got their own cogen plant. They have their own.
Most people don't even know that they have an ice skating rink.
Water.
Did you know that?
They have an ice skating rink, a bowling alley, a swimming pool, a rock climbing deal. They have a small water park inside that large building in the gym.
Hey, you know what?
So
maybe we could get like the Baptist going in across there. We could partner with PCC. I know this is crazy and wild, but like how they have Ronald McDonald House.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could have kids and we could like shuttle them over there and let them go play at the park and stuff and go ice skating while their family's in the hospital. I know that's off the law. That's all, but it's like we think of these great.
Why couldn't the county have something like that? These businesses that want to promote themselves.
Well, where would we do it? Where? Right over there. This is one of the things that irritates me so much. I know that the people who left it to the paper mill, it has to be for golfing, but that right over there, it's a prime thing, right? Why can't we put some kind of park or something there? Have something for golf, but we have nothing out here like that.
Right.
I've seen people that have tried to take their kids out in this corona and just different things up in Century, and the splash pad has been broke forever. It's hot now. Why?
There's so many steps to go through to get something accomplished. Even at the fire station, we have to send an email. It has to go to facilities. They have to make a work order for it. They have to come out and look at it. Oh, this is broke. They got to go back, order the part, and then come back and do it. So it takes a month of red tape, if you will, to get something done at the fire station. When it's something simple we could do. Now, we're not going to, go repair the air conditioner or whatever, things like that, of that nature. Now, that's beyond our pay grade, beyond, some of our abilities. But changing light bulbs, changing air filters, and all this other stuff. The other day, they came to fix a toilet, and they came out, and I asked them, I said, are y'all done? They said, oh, no, we got to get the toilet. I said, okay. I'm thinking Home Depot, Lowe's, somewhere here close. Nope. I said, where y'all going to get the toilet? Bondurant's. I said, the Bondurant's in Century? They said, yeah. I said, oh, okay, so you going to be back this afternoon? No, we'll probably be back tomorrow. So, there's a toilet down in the fire station, which 4 grown men, well, 3 now, due to understaffing, have to use these facilities,
hold on. Hey there, Sabrina. Hold on.
Thanks, Sabrina.
Give me a second, all right?